Developers often call this the magic flow state, where you have an idea, you know what you're doing, and it's just flowing, from top to bottom in the file, and it feels like you're changing the world. And you want to stay in that state for as long as possible. You want to, surf the wave, if you will, without falling into the water and having to paddle back and find a new wave. And so Copilot, the original Copilot, did that by suggesting multiple lines of code, instead of just the next word that could complete, 5, 10, 20 lines of code. And you would just accept that with the tab key, or you would keep typing until it was good enough for you to say, okay, I can now press tab, and then edit this a little bit to make it work, because most developers also are very used to trial and error. That's how we all learn coding. And so Copilot does that auto-completion, and that continues to be the most used features because it is always there. The magic of Copilot in the early days was that it wasn't really about AI. It wasn't about large language models. It was about we're giving you a feature in your editor that keeps you in the flow state and makes you more productive and ultimately more happy. And then came ChatGPT, and of course we added the chat scenarios, and that allows you to do all kinds of exploratory things like asking questions, describing code, telling the chat part to fix a bug,